NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Fort Loramie Redskins take on the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. Along with Jeremy Plyman, I'm Dave Knack. It's our pleasure to bring you this game, all league Shelby County Athletic League game here on a Tuesday night. Look at these two teams, Jeremy. Fort Loramie comes in this game 2-1. They kind of stubbed their toe a little bit against Miami East, but they've really recovered, beat Anna, Liberty Benton. They've been doing that in spite of injuries that they've had.
Yeah, they come into tonight's game without their leader, Avery Brandwee, and Carissa Meyer, I do not believe is going to play either. So I think Carissa was a game-time decision. It does not look like she's going to play here tonight. So that is, they went up to Liberty Benton on the road, a real good Liberty Benton team led by Lauren Gherkin, who's a Bowling Green commit. They beat them by 17. So, only played 7. That's a little uncommon for Coach Carlos Siegel. She talked about that. Loves to go 9, 10, 11 in her rotation. And on Saturday, she only played 7. So that's a little unusual.
Botkins Trojans are also off to a good start under second-year coach Tyler Carson. Won their first 2 games over Coldwater and Knoxville. They're unfortunately fighting injury problems as well, some bigger problems for them.
Yeah, the Trojans have lost Mulaney Maurer. She's out with an ACL tear. She'll be out for the rest of the season. Then on Thursday against the New Knoxville Rangers, 30 to 40 seconds into the game, their senior leader, Camden Paul, went down with a high ankle sprain. Just had the opportunity to talk to her. It's at least going to be another week to possibly 3 weeks yet until they get her back. So a lot of movement here in the Trojans starting lineup and in their rotation.
On the positive side, Delaney Pitts is having a great season, averaging double-double.
Double-double. Comes into the game averaging 18 and 11. Tremendous young athlete. 5'8", rebounds like she's 6 foot, athletic, runs the floor, runs the point, can get to the hole, really been playing well. Probably one of the biggest transformations. She's played extremely well this year. Last year on the season, shot right around 47% from the free throw line. Right now, 87.5%, and the lady gets there a lot.
So, getting ready for the starting lineups here. We'll pause for the national anthem. We'll be back with Fort Loramie Botkins here on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Before we introduce tonight's starting lineups, we would like to introduce tonight's officials. They have been chosen by a system approved by the Shelby County Athletic League and assigned to the
Getting ready for the starting lineups here. PA Ryan Gutman introducing the referees right now. Fort Loramie 2-1 on the season. Botkins 2-0. This is the first Shelby County Athletic League game for Botkins. It's the second one. Fort Loramie, they're 1-0. They beat Anna. Here's the starting lineups. First for Fort Loramie. Number 21, Victoria Mesher, a 6-foot junior, averages 13 a game.
Number 22, Skylar Albers.
Next is 22, Skylar Albers, a 5'10 senior, 7 points, 5 rebounds contest.
23,
Alex Rose, 5'9 senior, number 23, 5 points a game.
Number 30,
Jaden Rose, a 5'5 senior, 6 points a game. Number 41, Summer Hoyne, 5'11 senior, averaging 8 points, 6 rebounds. Fort Loramie head coach, of course, is Carla Siegel. Their 25th year, 518 wins, over an 800 winning percentage. Now as they dim the lights, put out the spotlight, well, there's the Lady Trojans. Set the atmosphere here at the Coliseum.
Game number 3. Be loud and be proud and get up, get up. Get on your feet and make some noise for head coach Tyler Carson and his Botkins Trojans.
The coach is Tyler Carson.
Starting at one guard, she's a 5'4" freshman and 1/2 of the sister Blackfoot, number 3.
Number 3, Peyton Flatfoot.
Starting at another guard, she's a 5'7" junior, number 12, Dee Pitts.
Dee Pitts having a great season. 18.5 points a game and 11 rebounds, averaging a double-double
Starting
for the
at one
junior.
floor, she's a 5'7" junior, number 32,
Jana Metz, number 32 for the Trojans.
Starting at second forward position, she's a 5'10" freshman, number 22,
Freshman Maddie Fry, number 22.
And last playing forward in our game, she's number 10, she's a senior, the other half of the sister Blackfoot,
Senior
5'8"
Janelle Flatfoot, number 10, rounds up the starting lineup for the Lady Trojans. They'll turn the lights back on. Should be a good game here. Shelby County Athletic League. Jeremy, let's talk about our keys to the game. Brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Let's first start with the visiting Fort Loramie Redskins.
For the Fort Loramie Redskins, Coach Carlos Siegel, she said she wants them to be more aggressive on the offensive end, attack the rim, take good shots, be aggressive defensively in both the half court and full court, add that pressure, and then rebound and go, get out in transition and get easy baskets.
Now for the keys to the game for the Botkins Trojans.
Coach Tyler Carson said there's 3. Handle their pressure, limit their second chance points, and be patient on offense. The be patient on offense revolves around handling their pressure, Dave.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Tip is controlled by the Lady Redskins, and we are underway. Pass goes through the hands into Mesher. Shoots it too hard off the backboard as we will have a foul, it looks like, on Mesher. So Botkins with their first chance at the basketball. Looks like it'll be the Flatfoot sisters will be attacking this pressure Fort Loramie always brings. Peyton picks up her dribble and is stolen away. Fort Loramie on attack. Alex Rose gives it up to Victoria Mesher. She's the leading scorer at 13 a game. 3 ball is hit by Alex Rose. Fort Loramie draws first blood, 3-0. Check that. That was Jaden Rose that hit the 3. Flatfoot, or Janelle Flatfoot, 3's off the mark. Foul on the rebound will be Fort Loramie ball.
Number 22, Maddie Fry. That's her first, team's first.
Foul on Maddie Fry. Botkins a little man-to-man pressure.
Here comes a trap. This is what they've added, a new little wrinkle. Almost in a 2-2-1. Nice ball movement by the Redskins to get out of that.
Skylar Albers was the recipient of the pass underneath. Botkins back on the attack, able to break the pressure. Peyton gives it to Janelle. Might have taken an extra step there. Underneath. Jana Metz, a nice strong move in the post.
Trojans back at a 2-2-1 press. It's going to be interesting to see both these coaches want to play up and down the floor, but with the injuries and the quote-unquote lack of depth, how well that'll be for them today.
Nice strong move there by Alex Rose. 7-2. Pitts loses it, able to get it back. Bad pass. It's able to get it back. A long 2, drains it.
Not a real pretty possession there for Dee, but still able to get 2 out of it.
She did a lot of things wrong, but
oh boy,
ultimately got the points. Pass is out of bounds. I like this defensive pressure that the Trojans are doing.
They're kind of, yeah, exactly right. sometimes with the Redskins, you see teams who are a little bit intimidated by the whole situation with them. They end up playing a little bit. It affects them not only offensively but defensively. And here the Trojans are right up into the Redskins defensively and causing a little bit of issues for the Redskins.
Number 20, Reagan McPherson, into the game, 5'7" senior. Flatfoot gives it up to McPherson. Over to Pitts. Dede picked up quickly with a double team. Tough pass. Steal by the Redskins. Skylar Albers lays it in.
Albers.
9-4.
That's back-to-back possessions. Dede's kind of put herself in a bad spot, and there she turns it over again.
Albers once again with the layup. Pitts now, and it's a full diamond pressure here for Loramie, and they with another steal. Pass again ahead. It's a layup drill right now for the Redskins. Timeout by Coach Carson. They'll reset with a full timeout brought to you by Precision Strip. We'll be right back with high school basketball on NK Toko Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Timeout on the floor by Botkins as they regroup as Fort Loramie has speeded up Botkins so far.
Yeah, exactly. And you just said something, Dave, about that of, you know, the Trojans trying to apply their kind of pressure to get it going at a pace. Well, that's all well and good, but I don't know if you want to get in where Loramie wants to be comfortable. But we've seen in years past where you try to slow it down and it almost ramps up Loramie's anxiety on the defensive end and it gets more pressure. So you got to be a little cautious of turning up the pressure here. Now they're going to drop back into this diamond and one in a three-quarter half-court setting, and you cross the line. Here comes that trap. Peyton did a nice job handling it there.
Peyton able to get it there to McPherson. That goes out of bounds off of McPherson. It'll be Redskin basketball.
Anytime you're into any of the corners in the half-court, Loramie's going to come trap. And this ain't your typical trap with a 5'5", pair of 5'5" girls. This is a trap with a couple of them that are 5'10", 5'9", 6 foot.
Ariel Heitkamp just came into the ball game. Nice steal there by Jana Rose. Summerhorn gives it out to Heitkamp. Rose there to Heitkamp. Heitkamp, a 5'7" junior. 7 seniors on this Fort Loramie team. There's a nice steal there by Janelle Plattfoot.
And if you're Coach Carson right now, you are leaning on Janelle Plattfoot as a senior, you know, leader to help with this situation, especially with Mulaney and Camden out. She's the one you're going to really lean on to make good decisions out there, and she usually does. Now she's attacking the rim. Nice job going baseline.
Pitts trying to find an opening. Peyton with the basketball. Gives it back to Pitts. 3:30 to go. Pitts will be fouled. As anywhere that Dede goes, at least 1 or 2 defenders go as well.
I'll tell you what, I've following the situation here with the Trojans and the Redskins, you know, the Lady Trojans had probably one of the, you could arguably say one of the best players to ever come through the program, and the young Euchre.
Yeah.
And
Camden Euchre.
Yes. And it can break you. The defensive pressure they're going to put on you just can absolutely break you. And I watched her handle that, and it was tough, especially as a young freshman. And you look out there, the Trojans with Peyton Plattfoot out there, who it seems they're going to try to run her at the point a little bit. And it makes it extremely, extremely hard on them.
Carmen Ufer had a great career. It was always tough facing these Redskins. Nice passing,
Nice pass.
back and forth. That's number 20, Morgan Plyman with the basket.
Plyman.
One of the keys to the game for Coach Carla Siegel was transitioning, do it, get out and go. Man, you talk about getting out and go. That ball barely hits the floor, and there's another turnover.
Jaden Rose to the basket. Followed there by Plyman, and Morgan Plyman, 5'10" senior, making an impact.
She's going to get 2 of them at the free throw line.
That foul's on Botkins, number 12, Delaney Pitts. That's her first and team second.
One of the biggest things for the Redskins, as they get a turnover or anything on that other side of the floor, it's almost like any of them can handle the ball and get out and go the other direction. I mean, it does not matter who grabs that turnover, who grabs that rebound. The other 4 are taking off the other direction, and they are looking for outlet passes.
That is very true. The ball handling skills is second 1 of 2 there by Plyman. Botkins back on the attack. Shot up off the mark by Plyman. I'm saying Flatfoot. Goes out of bounds to be Loramie
Checking in for
basketball.
the Redskins, number 41, Summer
Going
Hoying.
back in the ball game. Coach Siegel, she says he only has 7, but she'll run those 7 in and out like they'll wear out the other team.
Oh, absolutely. And she said she only played 7 on Saturday. She seemed, and even talked about it, we talked about it a little bit, she seemed uncomfortable with it. And as you can see, she's already went 8 deep tonight. She raved about the play of Summer Hoying, the other day, and how good she has been, not just offensively, but defensively. She pretty much drew the one-on-one assignment with Lauren Gherkin on Saturday and did a tremendous job.
Held her to 16. That doesn't sound great, but Gherkin was averaging 30 a game.
Yes.
So against a playing D1 at Bowling Green next year. So Summer Hoying's gone from a great volleyball season to basketball, and there is another steal. Wow, an athletic play there by Heitkamp. Mesher will drive to the hoop and will be fouled. Definitely the key, that rebound and go has been definitely what Fort Loramie has done, is Victoria Mesher will shoot 2.
Not only rebound and go, it's turnover and go, Dave. That is 7 now for the Lady Trojans, and we got 1:45 to go in the half.
Yeah, we talked during the JV game a little bit how those 20 and 21 teams, some of the best teams I've ever seen. I would joke the best 2 teams in the state of Ohio those years was at practice at Fort Loramie some years.
That may not be too far of a joke, Dave.
Oh,
holy smokes.
Yeah, they were.
Like, can you imagine what those practices were
Oh my
like?
gosh.
I mean, the
makes
games were
everybody
probably, they were probably happy to get to the game because it was easier.
Yeah. There's another steal for Fort Loramie as they have just put on the defensive clamps here tonight. It's the 7th. They've cruised so far to a 17-4 lead.
I believe at those years with Holscher and Rose, as Ariel Heitkamp banks in a 3, that I believe they should have been first team All-Ohio, if not chances at player of the year.
Yeah.
Their problem was they were averaging less than 18 to 20 minutes a game.
Right. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Checking back in for the Redskins, number 22,
Skylar Albers.
Back in for the Trojans, number 10.
They've played already 8
Chanel
players.
Flatfoot.
6 players have already scored for Fort Loramie. And probably every player has made a good defensive play as well.
Yeah, the Trojans have 9 turnovers. There's a chance that.
Nice bang shot, good entry pass.
Messer.
Victoria Mesha gets you deep, that deep on the block, it's pretty much game over.
It was a great entry pass by Jaden Rose to get it to her on the assist. So Botkins hasn't been able to be in an offensive set very often, especially of late.
No, the first set or 2 they were able to get into it and were a little bit successful. Since then, it has been scramble drill, scramble drill.
Pitts. Delaney Pitts with 2, Jana Metz with 2. Both of those came very early. Flatfoot, 15-footer, a little short. Rebound, Skylar Albers. Over to Mesher. 3-ball, Jaden Rose. Rebound, Botkins. Coming up on 30 seconds to go.
This may sound crazy, Dave, but that is the first rebound by the Trojans.
Wow. That tells you how good Fort Loramie's been shooting.
Defensively and offensively. Nice
Flat
look
foot.
there. Flatfoot found Jana Metz.
Nice play there. Metz with 4. Pass up ahead. Not able to finish there by Miley Shadow, but Summer Hoying will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
So you feel good about yourself on the offensive end. You get a nice look, you get a bucket, and if you don't sprint your butt back in a hurry, there's a layup on the other end. I mean, that ball was heading to the other end in a hurry, and that's part of the demoralization of Fort Loramie basketball.
Summer Hoying becomes the 7th Redskin to score already in this quarter that they've have scored 23 points. Down to 5 seconds. Pitts trying to put up a shot. Launches a 3. Loramie puts on a clinic in this first quarter. On our first National Bank scoreboard, they lead Botkins 23-6. We'll be back with the second quarter here on NK Toko Sports. In the books, and it's been all Fort Loramie. They lead 23-6.
Couple key stats here from the first quarter, Dave. For the Lady Trojans, 2 rebounds, 2 of them defensive. They were 3 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 9 turnovers. Dee Pitts, this is a different level of defense she's seen. She's got 5 turnovers so far in the first quarter as she tries to fill the role of the point guard there. That's been vacated by Mulaney Maurer and Camden Paul. On the other hand, the Redskins are 9 for 13 from the field.
Skylar Albers
is going to start coming alive. Came into the game shooting 20% from the field, Dave, and now she's rolling.
With 9 points.
Nice offensive set there.
Metz had an opening, blocked from behind here by Fort Loramie. Pitts trying to find an opening. Lyman picks her up. And there's a steal in the backcourt. It's Skylar Albers again. Gives it up ahead. There's Summer Hoying. Good, unselfish basketball.
In a hurry. The thing that Dee probably needs to avoid here is she's trying to get a little one-on-one, and that is a worst case scenario with the Redskins because they will feed off of that situation. As you see, they came and helped again. You have to run some semblance of an offense here. The Redskins are just going to feast on it.
Let's recheck the Fort Loramie lineup. They've got a few other players in. Number 10, Autumn Turner came into game. Number 33, Allison Holland is on the wing. Jaden Rose is bringing the ball up. We have 41, Summer Hoying in the game. Number 20, Morgan Pryman as well. A little off-balance shot there by Hoying. Nice follow by Jaden Rose. Holland thought about it. Give it up to Jaden Rose as he reset. Holland on the wing, off the screen.
Oh, nice pick and roll.
Pass a little bit high. Turnover caused by the Botkins defense there.
on the floor for the Trojans right now. Number 12, Dee Pitts with the shot, the runner there. Jana Metz has got 6 on the game.
She has worked for it, but she's been, once she's had the opportunity, she has taken advantage of it.
Yes, she has.
Shot up by Plyman and in. Morgan Plyman only had 3 points for the season coming in tonight. She now has 5.
Number 24 is Sophie Braun. Number 11, Grace Gutman. With the ball right now is senior number 10, Janelle Plattfoot. And number 32 is Jana Metz.
Plattfoot trying to reset the offense off a near steal. Drive to the hoop, and there will be a foul. That'll put Grace Gutman on the line. Junior will shoot 2.
The foul called on Fort Laramie, number 20, Morgan Plyman. That's her first and team's first. At the line from the Trojans,
Botkins on the
11,
season.
Grace
They
Gutman.
won their opener 37-30 over Coldwater, and they beat it New Knoxville 47-34. Gutman's free throw gets the friendly home roll.
Substitutions checking in for Fort Laramie, number 11, Ariel Heitkamp, and number 23, Alex Rose.
Alex Rose, Ariel Heitkamp, number 11, and 21, Victoria Mesher. In for the Redskins is Gutman with the second free throw. That one's a lot less dramatic as it just
Exactly.
another nylon there. 2 free throws there by Gutman. Pass to Mesher underneath. Passes it out on the wing. Shot off the mark. Mesher with a follow. Mesher with 5. Under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 32-10 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Shot up there by Sophia Braun. Try to pass it out the outlet. Good job there. Plattfoot tipped it originally because she comes up with a steal ultimately. Braun back to Plattfoot. They pick up her dribble now to Pitts. It's being guarded by Alex Rose. Spin move through the lane. Plattfoot gives it to Braun. Kick it out. Pitts. That was a long 2. Rose. Wow. Mesher runs the floor. Mesher, one of the tallest ones, probably the tallest one on the floor, and beat everybody back.
They fill alleys like few others. I mean, they get that ball to the wing, they advance it down the sidelines, and their bigs just run the floor like few others.
Coach Carson will call another timeout, a 30-second timeout. Give us an opportunity
30 seconds timeout.
to thank our sponsors. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. Also our additional sponsors, Carriage Works, Chiltex, LLC, Seisch Brudeman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Budds Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, San Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio, all our fine sponsors aboard here. Coach Carson trying to regroup out of this precision strip timeout. Still an uphill battle.
It really is, and what you got to be wary of here a little bit, what the Redskins sometimes do is as they're turning on this pressure and they've backed up, they're not picking up full court. This is just in their half-court set. Sometimes it's the mental breakdowns that you start to have because of the frustration of it and not understanding what's going on. As Coach Carson is, and I've talked to coaches before about this, it's the hangover effect after playing Fort Laramie. Not only is it a struggle now, it's what you struggle with because they almost make you question what you're doing for the next week. You know, former Coach Groves, you said that a couple times. He goes, man, they beat us so bad that he goes, we weren't good for the next week against a couple lower-end opponents. He goes, we struggled with them. He said it's like they make you question. Great backdoor cut.
Nice.
They make you question what you're doing.
It's a nice pass there by Miley Shadow. Great backdoor cut. Yeah, you're right. The hangover effect that once there's a shot by Pitts, a nice move there by Dede. When Botkins is able to get in their offense, they have not played bad. It's just they've turned the ball over so many times just getting to that.
The amount of pressure that they put on you on the wing, and they don't allow you free entry passes. Now, where they are a little bit vulnerable, they've been vulnerable tonight, is when the guards have gotten in the lane, and look who's on the rebound again. Miss Jana Metz with another offensive rebound. When Botkins guards have been able to get in the lane, they found the person in the post in the dunker spot right down there. While others are kind of struggling, one young lady who isn't is Jana Metz is playing extremely well, Dave. She's got 6 points, and she's going to the free throw line for more. And probably has a couple rebounds also.
Yeah, she is picking her spots, and when she has it, she is going up strong, assertive. Now has 7 points.
Checking back in for the Redskins, number 41, Summer.
You know, on games like this where, you know, the final score is not going to be pretty, you find little victories like that. Somebody who has stepped up against this, Jana can build off of this the rest of the season.
Absolutely, Dave, and that's what you after this is over, and like you said, the score won't be pretty, and that's fine. Now what can you get out of these moments? Because this is times where you can kind of work on things. You're not going to have this kind of pressure from anybody defensively the rest of the year. You know, it's going to be few and far between. So how can you work to run your offense and stuff like that? If you can run it against this team, you can run it against a whole lot of teams. Now Loramie's getting real patient.
Albers is fouled on a 3 attempt, which you don't see very often. Albers already having a good night with 9 points. This is an opportunity to get into double figures and beyond here.
He's first.
That's the second foul on Reagan McPherson. Albers on the season averaging under 7 points a game. She's already in double figures. She's played good. She's been a recipient of a lot of nice passes, but you still got to finish it, and she's nailed the first 2 free throws. One of 7 seniors on this team. And she rolls in all 3. Don't see that a lot.
And that's the 7 seniors on a team, and that's why there are very high expectations for this team, Dave. You know, they bring all of them back after a tremendous season last year.
Defensively caused turnover. Yes, it definitely see the talent here. Morgan Plyman back in the game. And the other thing, talked to Coach Siegel a little bit, talking about Avery Brandewy being hurt, Chris Meyer. I said, well, the silver lining of this is some girls are getting opportunities to play, and they're developing their game. She says, yeah, that's definitely making our whole team better.
Oh, nice move, Morgan Plyman.
Morgan Plyman has shown had a solid first half. That one, they just couldn't get it in. Pitts with the move, couldn't get it to fall. The Loramie basketball. 2 minutes to go in the half, they've already scored 40 points. Wow. Coming in this game, they averaged 44. Check the scores tonight of girls basketball. There's probably not a lot. There's a lot of games that neither team scores 40.
Absolutely. And make the young Trojans team here is a nice team. They're going to win a lot of ball games.
Yeah.
This is just a little bit of Fort Loramie lost that first game to Miami East, and I'm not sure that was good for the rest of the Shelby County Athletic League.
I just made them mad. Yep.
Oh, boy. Yeah. I mean, as Skylar Albers misses her first shot of the evening.
Well, this is the last 5 years. Fort Loramie's lost 3, 2, 1, 0, 2.
Wow.
So it's about 10 losses in 5 years, if that. Hits a shot, rolls off. Up ahead, there's a travel. One of the few opportunities that Fort Loramie has not taken advantage of.
Checking in for the Redskins, number 33, Allison
Holland checks back in.
Their Loramie's shooting percentage year in and year out is so high. But, you know, Coach Siegel, in any of the games you do, she talks about it, and it wasn't just a key to tonight's game. And there's Jana Metz with another offensive rebound. They get a lot of easy looks in transition.
Yes.
She wants them out and running to get that easy transition look.
And the other thing is with their transition, they get many more shots.
Absolutely.
Than what most teams do. That 3-ball misses there. Another chance for the Trojans. Fran Gill, a longtime coach at St. Henry, where I graduated from. He was back in the 70s and 80s. He just wanted to outscore you. He was like, I'll take more shots than you by pressing and getting steals. I don't have to shoot as good as you. Just I'll get more attempts.
And it's a fine line. It really is.
Nice shot. By number 31, Miley Shadow. Yeah, it's that balance between Fort Loramie's going to have some games against the better teams where they can't always get those steals. You can't get transitions. That's where you got to be able to still do the half-court sets and run offense with that.
And to use a phrase, you have to have the horses, and they've got them.
Morgan Kleiman, 7 points, a nice move by the senior as we wind down the last seconds of the first half. Fort Loramie, with an impressive 2 quarters of basketball, leads on our First National Bank scoreboard 43-13. Jeremiah will be back with the stats and the second half when we return on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back here. We're at halftime. Loramie with a big first half. They lead by 30 with our halftime stats brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Here's Mr. Jeremy Kleiman.
For the Botkins Trojans, who have 13 on the half, they were 5 of 18 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. They had 8 rebounds, 4 of those offensive, and 16 turnovers that led to a lot of this 43 points for the Fort Loramie Redskins. They were led in the scoring by Jana Metz, who had 7, played extremely well, had 2 or 3 offensive rebounds, played really well for the Trojans. For the Redskins, they were 17 of 27 from the field, 3 of 7 from three-point land, and 6 of 9 from the free throw line. They had 11 rebounds, 5 of those offensive, and had 7 turnovers. They were led in scoring by Skylar Albers with 12. Victoria Mesher had 9. Morgan Plyman had 7 points off the bench, played really well running the floor. Jaden Rose had 5. Summer Hoying had 3. Ariel Heitkamp had 3, and 2 apiece from Alex Rose and Miley Chateau for a total of 43 points.
Again, those are your mid-game stats brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Both teams are on the floor. Let's check the lineups. First, Fort Loramie will get the ball. You have Victoria Mesher, Skylar Albers, Alex and Jaden Rose, and number 41, Summer Hoying. Same 5 starters that start at the game. Coach Carla Siegel.
Same 5 starters for the Trojans as well. The Plattfoot sisters, Peyton and Janelle, Jana Metz, Maddie Fry, and Dee Dee Pitts.
Where that turnover of Botkins, nice reverse layup there with Victoria Mesher. It went off, tipped off somebody's hands, and she caught it.
Very
nice athletic move. There's Summer Hoying with the basket. She hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but she knocks down that jumper. She gets 5 tonight. There's Peyton Plattfoot through traffic. Tried to get it underneath. Back to Dee Dee Pitts. And there is a steal by Mesher. Hoying, one of those post players bringing the ball up for Fort Loramie that we talked about.
It just allows them to get in their offensive flow so quickly. Now they're going to take their time.
I think you won't see a lot of pressure by Fort Loramie. They will be working on their half-court game that we talked about. Ooh, almost just travel, but able to get it to Hoying. There's Mesher again. Defense on that. Alex Rose to the basket. Rebound there by Maddie Fry. Peyton Plattfoot, a couple freshmen being thrown in the fire tonight. Another steal by Fort Loramie. Steal back there by Dee Dee Pitts. And if you're Botkins, you forget about the first half. Now you want to do, what can we, let's win this half. Let's win this quarter.
Yeah, exactly right, Dave. And you hear coaches talk about that. You know, break it down into halves, into quarters, even halves of quarters. You know, what can we do in the first 4 minutes of this game, or this second half here? Like, can we stay with them? Can we run our offense? Can we not turn the basketball over? Well, the turning the basketball over has been a struggle in the first 2 minutes. They've got 3 of them already, and there's 4. So that's something they can continue to improve on. Find the little parts in the game. And they get it to the corner and down low, and now's a kick out.
3-ball, Jaden Rose short. Ball tipped around. Rebound to Botkins. Maddie Fry trying to save it back. This will be Fort Loramie ball. Fort Loramie on the season, they've played 3 games. They lost at Miami East, lost to Miami East on their home floor. At Fort Loramie's home floor by 3. They beat Anna 49-30. Went up to Liberty Benton last week, won 50-33 for their 2-1 record. 1-0 in the Shelby County Athletic League. Ariel Highcamp into the game. Highcamp on the point. Mesher.
Coach Carla Siegel talked about Ariel's defensive effort in the last 2 games especially. She said that she gave her a lot of credit for kind of turning up the pressure after the Miami East loss, and took a lot of, big rebound there by Victoria Mesher. Got a lot of praise from Coach Carla Siegel.
And if you want to get praise from Coach Siegel, you play good defense. That has been their forte. She'll tell you, from game to game, year to year, you don't always have the offense, but you can. Defense is about effort. You can bring it, and they bring it year in, year out. 14 points by Mesher. She has 5 points already his first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Plattfoot gives it up to Pitts. Into some traffic there. Lyman with another steal. Lyman with a good job off the bench. Great move by Skylar Albers. Wasn't able to get the reverse to fall.
She saw Victoria Mesher do it the other way last couple possessions ago, and she thought she was going to get one that time also.
Albers with another
Great
chance.
Backdoor cut.
Albers with 14.
The Trojans yet to take a shot in the second half. They're at 6 turnovers so far.
Trojans won their first game against Coldwater. Coldwater's a solid team. They lost like Riley Rissmiller, another good player to graduation, but that's a solid win.
Riley Rissmiller down at UD playing with Minster's Ivy Wolf down there.
There's Albers crashing the boards, and we will have a
That's a
jump
jump
ball.
ball. That'll be Botkins basketball.
Botkins ball. In the game is number 11, Grace Gutman.
In the game for Fort Loramie,
And
number
in for
31,
Fort
Riley Shadow.
Loramie is number 33, Allison Holland.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 11, Grace Gutman.
Botkins travels to Jackson Center on Thursday night, the 7th. They're home against Fairlawn next Thursday. After this week, they get a little bit of a break. Girls always have, it's always tough, I feel like. They have a very irregular schedule where boys are Friday, Saturday, sometimes Tuesday, where girls will have almost always Thursday, then sometimes Saturday, sometimes Tuesday. That was a nice shot. Grace Gutman, high, arcing shot.
Well, the Botkins, they have homecoming this weekend.
Oh,
so
okay.
that cuts in, you know, you can't play that noon game or 10 o'clock
No,
game
I
for the
don't think
girls
so.
not on homecoming.
Oh, no.
You got hair to get done and
That's
stuff.
right. You have to start that game at 7 o'clock in the morning. you know?
Exactly.
Holland with a shot. Allison Holland
Holland.
comes, I think, about the 9th player. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9th player to score for Fort Loramie.
Boys on the other end, if the dance starts at 8:15, you could play a 5 o'clock game as long as they can get home by 8 o'clock, take a shower and put a tie on. They're good to go.
They're good.
Slap them some pizza and for a meal and they'd be good. Nice backdoor cut, nice pass.
Nice block. Victoria Mesher showing everybody how good of an athlete she is. And there's a 3 ball by Miley Shadow. Shadow with 5 off the bench. I see already 15 points off the bench for Fort Loramie. Between her, Ariel Heitkamp, and Morgan Plyman with 7.
The Fort Loramie Redskins have taken 15 shots already this quarter, Dave.
And Botkins has taken 2.
They had a make by Grace Gutman and then the shot that just got blocked by Dee Dee.
Gutman with the shot rolls off. Rebound there by Morgan Plyman. Pushes in ahead. Shot up by Shadow. Rebound Botkins. Got a whole bunch of substitutions will be coming up with the next dead ball. And that will be on the end line. Try to check who's here for Summer Hoying back into the game.
24, Sophie Braun.
Number 10, Autumn Turner into the game. I didn't check the Botkins ones.
Back into the game is Sophie Braun and Janelle Plattfoot. They join Grace Gutman, Reagan McFerrin, and Dee Dee Pitts on the floor.
Summer, Jaden Rose. Turner gives it to Rose. Down to 30 seconds. Rose running the point. The defense there by Pitts, pushing her out a little bit. Hoying. Good half-court defense being played by Botkins. Turner gives it to Holland. We're under 10 seconds to go. Rose trying to find an opening. Holland's open for the tray. Stick back does not fall, and that'll end the third quarter of play. Your score on our First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie 57, Botkins 15. We'll be back with the fourth quarter on NK Toko Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
We go to the fourth quarter. It's been all Fort Loramie as they lead big here for Botkins.
For the Lady Redskins in the quarter, 6 of 18 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. That 6 of 18 had 6 offensive rebounds with it, so there's a lot of issues on the offensive end there for the Redskins, or excuse me, on the defensive end for the Trojans. Trojans, on the other hand, 1 of 3 from the field, didn't take any threes, didn't take any free throws, but they had 8 turnovers.
Threw ball off the mark there by Holland. Botkins with a rebound.
We're in a running clock, Dave.
Oh, we are. What is this? Got to be 35 points in his fourth quarter or any time in the second half?
Second half. I think we've made it somewhere through in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's going to fly by.
It's going to stay that until it gets below 30, if I remember right.
I believe so.
There's the steal. Skylar Albers knocked away. It'll be a foul on the floor. That clock will keep running here at the Coliseum. Victoria Mesher back in the game, number 21. So number 40, Avery Brandewy. That's who
it is.
That's who it is. It's their first action this year. Guess it's a chance for Coach Siegel to put Avery into the game. Pass ahead to Jaden Rose and in. Jaden Rose has had a very quiet 7 points, but she has played very good floor game defensively and handling the ball. Pitts.
Junior Avery Brandewy, you wonder what the conversations were with Coach Carlos Siegel. I promise I won't do anything dumb, Coach. Just let me in.
Shot up by Albers. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Summerhoing rolls it in. Hoing with 7. Now that's the 5th girl on the team with 7 points or more. Mesher and Albers with 14 apiece. There's Albers now with 16.
Albers.
And 63 points for Fort Loramie. Be a timeout on the floor.
That's a
timeout. Step aside. You're watching high school basketball here on NK Telco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Coming out of this precision strip timeout, it's all Fort Loramie as they have a big lead with a running clock.
During the timeout, we were getting some family heritage here from Jenna Frilling, filling us out, trying to give us a little help from the Loramie camera girls up here. Information we don't have on our stat sheets here, Dave.
Yeah, the Rose girls, we find out they're cousins. They're not sisters or cousins.
But don't quote them.
Yeah. I figure probably most of the girls on the team are related some way, like all these small towns, right?
Exactly.
Never say bad about anything about anybody.
Exactly.
It's Grace Gutman, Janelle Flatfoot. Pitts.
Is Loramie in a 3-2 zone?
Banked home there, Trey. I'd have to see that again. It did look a little different.
They were switching either that or they're switching everything up top. It might be a reflection a little bit of the Trojans and not moving offensively.
There's Lauren Gerstner into the game, and Lauren had a solid JV game, had a couple threes. Shoot 2 here. JV game was won by Fort Loramie 50-17.
Victoria Messer, that's her second and team's first.
So Gerstner a chance to put herself in the scoring book on the varsity level. Should get the roll there. And the game will be Peyton Flatfoot. Again, if you joined us late, Camden Paul is out with an ankle injury that she got in their last game. Elena Maurer out for the season, so Botkins a little short-handed against this fully loaded Fort Loramie defense.
Oh, boy.
There's Avery Brandewies, or no, that was Autumn Turner. There's Hoying with a nice move. Summer Hoying.
Summer fairly quiet in the first half. Now has 6 in the second half here. They're only having 3 in the first half. Now going for double digits.
Shadow into the game. 22 Maddie Fry back in the game. Hoying completes the three-point play. She becomes the third player in double digits for the Fort Loramie, joining Albers with 16 and Mesher with 14. Those three probably won't have much more opportunity.
No, they're probably done.
Oh, they're all done now. Job well done. They have put up 66 points tonight, but their defense might have been even more impressive than the Fort Loramie offense. In the game is number 15, Taylor Hilskamp.
In the game for the Trojans, number 15, Taylor
Normally just on JV, able to get the call tonight on varsity. Miley Shadow gives it to Holland. There's Turner, Plyman, Alex Rose, the only starter left in the ball game. Coach Siegel. Nice steal there by Hilskamp. And she'll be fouled. Under 2 minutes to go. Fort Loramie is going to go to 3-1 on the season. They are at Houston on Thursday. And they are at Arcanum this coming Saturday. Arcanum's been a pretty solid program the last few years. Not sure what the record is this year, but
yeah, usually a fairly solid down there in the WOAC.
Still not used to saying the WOAC.
No, it's a little different, isn't it?
Different than all those years as the CCC. It just rolls off the tongue better than WOAC. I'm not in marketing, so maybe
Me
it's
either.
Gerstner. Trey draws iron. Out of bounds for Fort Loramie.
It's weird to watch some of those conferences just kind of go away as, you know, what is it, the Pac-12.
Oh, that's a shame.
Over and done now, right? I mean, you and I, the Big Ten, Pac-12, SEC, Big 12, I mean, those are all the conferences that we grew up with, and now half of them are gone.
You know, at first I was like, I don't like it. USC and USC was like, there'll be some better Big Ten games. To be honest, there's a lot of Ohio State games I don't watch because they're blowouts.
Absolutely.
So this will have more. So I guess it's all about me. So it comes down to.
Was it television footprint, Dave? It's the television footprint.
From coast to coast for the Big Ten.
Absolutely. If we can just get a couple teams from Europe or wherever, we'll just expand our footprint even more. I don't know how that works.
Don't laugh. That might happen in the NFL.
Oh, boy. There's all kinds of talk. What, Germany?
Yeah, they're.
Jump ball, that'll be Botkins basketball.
So Fort Loramie will go to 3-1. They won their third straight game. Botkins will fall to 2-1 on the season. Maddie Fry puts up the last shot of the game. Final score in our First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie wins 66-18 on our First National Bank scoreboard. As Jeremy does the team stats, I'll give you the final numbers individually. For Botkins Trojans, they were led by Delaney Pitts with 7 points. Jana Metz with 7 points. Grace Gutman with 4 points. Just 3 players scoring for their total of 18. Metz with 7, Pitts with 7, Gutman with 4. For Fort Loramie, 9 different players scoring. Skylar Albers led the Redskins with 16 points. Victoria Mesher with 14. Summer Hoying with 10 points. Jaden Rose with 7 points. Morgan Plyman, a nice game off the bench, with 7. Ariel Highcamp with 3. Alex Rose with 2. Miley Shadow with 5. Allison Holland with 2 points. Score by quarter, Fort Loramie led 23-6 after 1, 43-13 at halftime, 57-15 after 3. Final score once again on our First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie 6-66, Botkins 18. Fort Loramie also won the JV game 50-17. Fort Loramie 2 games on the road the rest of this week. On Thursday the 7th, they play at Houston, and on Saturday they travel to Arcanum as they continue their season. Where Botkins Trojans, they are at Jackson Center this Thursday. Then they have homecoming this weekend. To wish the Botkins high schoolers a happy and safe homecoming this weekend, and then they're off till next Thursday. They'll host Fairlawn as Botkins falls to 2-1 on the season, 0-1 in the Shelby County Athletic League, where Loramie Lady Redskins 3-1 overall. They are now 2-0 in the Shelby County Athletic League.
Numbers from tonight, Dave. First for the Botkins Trojans, the home Botkins Trojans here. They were 7 of 25 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. We had 11 rebounds, 4 of those offensive, and on the night, 30 turnovers. That's a rough one. For the Lady Redskins, the victorious Lady Redskins, they were 27 of 53 from the field, 4 of 13 from 3, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. They had 12 turnovers. They had 21 rebounds, 12 of those offensively for their 66 points.
Those are your post-game stats brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. And talked about what both teams' records are. We've talked about them all game. Fort Loramie just, they were impressive as heck.
Yeah, just they get after you so hard defensively. They get out. One of Coach Carla Siegel's 3 keys was rebound and run. Not only rebound and run, but turn it over and run. They get to the other side of the floor and get themselves easy looks at the basket so quickly. Even when you feel good, a couple times in the first half, the Trojans got baskets. Before they could get back on defense, there's people running the lane, filling the lanes, and the Lady Redskins are getting 2 points on the other end. So even in good situations, they get you real quickly to not feel great about yourself. So Coach Carla Siegel has got a team there that has got a lot of potential. And like we said, no Clarissa Meyer tonight. We did see Avery Brandowy. We didn't think she was going to play. She must have talked Carla Siegel into getting on the floor. So, felt good. Congratulations for her. So she got a couple minutes there late in the game. For the Lady Trojans, like you said, Dave, what parts can you take out of this that were good? You did a nice job at times defensively. When it got into the half-court set, you weren't too bad. But sometimes you just got to tip your cap. Have some injury issues. The two, losing Mulaney Maurer and Camden Paul, is hurting.
So one last order of business. We need to have our player of the game sponsored by NK Telco Sports.
Morgan Plyman from the Fort Loramie Redskins came out in the first half, had 7 points and probably at least 3 or 4 rebounds, runs the floor for a big girl in a hurry. She's, 5'10", was great floor game, had a couple assists where she caught, the other big on the opposite block. Morgan Plyman is our NK Telco player of the game for the Fort Loramie Redskins.
Congratulations to Morgan. Congratulations to Fort Loramie. Once again, the final score, Fort Loramie 66, Botkins 18. For my partner, Jeremy Plyman, I'm Dave Konakby. For the director, Austin Ambergy. Thanks for watching on NK Telco Sports.